Hey, do you suck at bridge? Well, lucky for you, because in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to get better at Hypixel Bridge with these 5 steps, and I'm going to be teaching you how to get incredible plays. Just like these ones. Hypixel Bridge is a game mode that is constantly rising in popularity, but with that comes new players that know near to nothing. So today I'm going to be teaching you the basics of Hypixel Bridge, and I'll go over these 5 key steps. Starting the game, you're going to want to do this pattern, going up 1 block each time. My friend Elon said they look like Wi-Fi lines. You want to do these Wi-Fi lines near the end of your side of the bridge, because over here they'll be rendered useless. The reason you want to do these Wi-Fi lines is because you'll have the height advantage, and then you can jump over them. There is actually 2 ways of doing this. You can do the Wi-Fi lines that I demonstrated before, or if you have the CPS to do it, you can spam 2 blocks vertically and then tower at the end, giving you a greater height advantage and an overall taller bridge. That was starting the game. Now let's move to bypassing. Bypassing is basically bridging on the wall, and you do this to avoid PvPing your opponent and is mainly used in a race. You can also give it a roof 2 blocks above to make it a head hitter. The way you bypass is by looking down at the wall and placing blocks as fast as you can. There are multiple ways of doing a bypass and they all work, some better than others. I recommend this flat bypass, as you can do the 2 block roof giving you a head hitter and it stops your opponent from jumping down and hitting you off. To prevent this from happening to you, when they are bypassing, jump down and hit them off. Then block up the bypass they have so they can no longer use it. And if they are close to your goal, place blocks above their head so it's harder for them to get up. Oh, and block up their head hitters too. Let's go over how to use the bow. At the start of the game, you can shoot your bow to slow down the opponent or make them fall through a gap if they have one. But if you miss, you only end up slowing yourself down. If the opponent is bypassing, you can shoot them before you jump down, giving you a health advantage, and you can do the same for if they're tunneling as well. You can shoot your bow before PvPing so that their momentum is slowed down and their range is shortened. Then you can get them in a combo and knock them off or kill them. You can learn more about PvP in Luna's PvP tutorial linked in the description. If your opponent is winging or is on a wing, you can shoot them off. An easy way to dodge this is before they shoot, stop or back up. You won't know when they shoot, you'll just have to guess or sense it. I don't know, maybe unlock some observation hockey. Hold on, we are going a little too fast, aren't we? Let's get into some strategies of bridge. I'll go over these 4 main ones: hippo, wing, tunnel and towering. Hippoing is when you block up your goal, so it takes longer for your opponent to score, as they have to mine through blocks and you just breeze by. When you are mining through someone else's hippo and they are behind you, make sure to block up behind you as well so they can't hit you. And if they mine through your hippo, make sure to patch it up. Tunneling is where you become a fucking mole when you mine your way through the opponent's bridge. You can do this for extra low ground, an easier way to switch between each side, or just use it as a head hitter. If someone else tunnels on your side of the bridge, jump down and place a block, then knock them off. You should also patch this up too, so they can no longer use it. Towering is when you build a wall in front of your opponent and then you go up along with it. You do this so you can get the height advantage, and then you can either build a wing, jump over them, or extend out the tower. To prevent this, when they tower, bridge around the side and then hit them off, or if you're in the right situation, you bridge around the side and take a race. But if you're too slow to do either of these, step back, otherwise they'll be able to jump over you or jump onto you. Winging is when you build an extension at the top layer of the bridge. This is used so you can avoid your opponent and have multiple pathways. You can flatten this area out as well to get better ground for PvP. To avoid this from happening to you, if they build a wing, make sure to build a counter wing to their wing so they can't avoid you using it. You can also build multiple wings. There's nothing stopping you other than the opponent. Now you might not be aware, but there's something called a bridge overlay. What's a bridge overlay, you ask? Well, a bridge overlay changes the clay textures when you reach build limit, indicated changing the top block texture. My personal 3 favourite bridge overlay makers are Red Archer, Burb_II and Doctor. All of them are in the description, and make sure to check their overlays out. The Discord server Bridge Scrims is a server used to practice bridge with players with a much higher skill than the regular queue. You can learn tricks from the players in the server and adapt what they do into your playstyle. The server has support for all bridge game modes and has some of the best bridge players running it. Here are some extra things to know. Watch other YouTubers. I highly recommend watching other good players. See what they do into their game and adjust it to your playstyle. I recommend watching Sweaty Scrims, Bucky Tour, other bridge tournaments, or SpeedToggled's Bridge Fridays, an old series he ran. Also, find yourself a bridge spar with about someone else the same skill level with you to practice with, because you won't get completely destroyed and it won't be extremely easy. This is what SpeedToggled did when he started playing the bridge, and now look at where he's at.